Yeah!
And now I don't fit in. My butt has a chin. I can see you're all filing on in. Hey, Ola gang! Oh yeah, Hulkamania's dead. Brett knows it, Liz knows it, everybody knows it. Oh yeah. I see y'all. I see y'all. Happy Pop-Tarts, Barbara, Albert, Angry Tote, Chevy, Metal Man, Hiroshi, Albert. You're all here. I'm so happy. And Cody just came in and the keyboard guy. Yeah, haircut. I was long past due. I needed one. Becky is here. Max is here. Chad is here. Vengeance. I just saw you. We played zombie apocalypse, run them over and shut them down. I'll tell you, Albert. Albert's asking about the Meat Mountain Denali. I did go and watch John's video. It's just like, John, you're going to die. That thing was huge. That's what she said. Eric, hey. No F's given. I like that name. Yeah, sometimes I feel like that, really. Joseph. Brendan, not sure if I mentioned you, but hello. And Brendan. I'm doing good, thank you. Awesome, awesome. Just gonna watch the chat here. I've got my big monitor right here now instead of my laptop so I can see it without my old guy goggles, and I'm just styling and profiling tonight. Excuse me, it's been raining out. I haven't got my normal cup of coffee from 7-Eleven tonight. Mr. Keyboard Guy, I'm going to call you Mr. Keyboard Guy. No, I'm not going to do this 10,000 sub dance. You want to see that? Go back and watch the video. Put it on loop and watch it over and over and over again, okay? Eric likes the Star Trek shirt. See? Good Spock, evil Spock. See, I'm looking backwards. Good Spock, evil Spock. No, that's good Spock. What am I doing? It's weird because it's a little bit of delay and it's backwards. Okay. Good Spock, bad Spock, evil Spock. Good Spock, evil Spock. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's one of my favorite episodes of the original series was Mirror Mirror. Chevy, thank you, sir, for the donation. That's awesome. So appreciate it. Hey, Monster. Glad to see you. And Pure Irish 777. Nice to see you. And Hiroshi, I think I said hello to you. Super Monkey 1964. Hello. Is that when you were born? 64? Are you like my age? You're younger. Luke. Nice to see you, man. Hey, do not mess with Texas, right? I like Texas. Never been there, but I like their mindset. Oh, I've got a lot of stuff to share tonight. We're going to do a review. Probably going to go an hour or a little longer. We'll just play it by ear. How did I learn to dance like a badass? Because I am absolutely not coordinated whatsoever. How's that? Have you seen the report of the week? Yes, Monster, I have. I like him. He's fun. 64. Okay, October 13th, 1963 here. You were born in 1983, Brendan, so you're coming fairly close to my son. He was born in 89. Hello, Barbara. Do more food reviews. Well, it's what I do. Unboxings, food reviews, product reviews. I like to mix it up and have some fun. And Albert was born in 1988, so you are a year older than my son. Talk nerdy to me. I need a cup like that, like a mug or a t-shirt. That's awesome. Joseph was born in 1983. Awesome. So anyway, I got a review tonight that I'm going to do. And I listed it as a secret review. Monster was born in 2003. Wow. You're just a pup, son. No, I won't do that. Hi, Tom. Tom was born in 74. I love the 70s, man. 70s and 80s music was the absolute best. Anyway, I listed it as a secret review because what I decided to do, I've got the app for Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. And every Friday, what they do is they put out a free item that you can load to your card. I don't carry the card with me, but I have my little code that I put in at the register. And they just give you a free item. And I decided, okay, whatever is free, that's what I'm going to review. So I had no idea what I was getting. And I loaded it. I got the email that it had come out on Friday, loaded it to the card, was pretty thrilled with it, actually, that it wasn't anything really disgusting. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. I was born in 1912. Yeah, all right, sure, Darkin, sure you were. Like, I believe that. I'll show you your bridge. And then I got some news tonight. I got some foodie news and some geek news tonight. I got a video to show you that I want to discuss with you. So, yeah, we got some good stuff going tonight. I posted my new set that is still a work in progress to the Twitter and Facebook page. And if you didn't get a chance to see that, let me show you the picture of that. Like I said, it's a work in progress, but it's where I'm going to be doing all of my reviews from now on. No blueberry coffee. No Hiroshi, no blueberry coffee. I haven't drank enough water. I do not drink enough water, so that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm trying to get myself from being so parched today. Pure Irish, coolest nerd on the internet. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Very much, very much. Okay, so let me see what we're going to do. Okay, first of all, I want to show you the picture of the set, just in case you didn't. So I got that. So I have that review coming up on Tuesday. And then, what's all the Oz about? Oh, the A&W bear. Yeah, that was one of the gifts that A&W sent me in one of the mystery packages that I undid. Does the blueberry coffee get old fast from drinking it all the time? Joseph asks. I don't drink it all the time. I actually had a dark roast this morning, which is pretty rare for me. I just had a K-cup left over from a box that I got sent. And so I didn't want to go out this morning, so I just shoved that in the Keurig, and I liked it. It's not very often that I drink a dark roast, but I did enjoy it today. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I think it's going to be coming along. I've got Barney in the back. Here, let me show you. So I need to get him some buddies coming in. That's actually signed by Don Knotts, too. Who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of food reviewers? Oh, gosh. I don't know, by popularity or who I like. If it's who I like, and I don't want any of you other guys to take, any kind of offense that your name is not one of my well, you're all one of my favorites, all the little guys. But I really like Tom Cody. And Tom hasn't been on for a long time. I don't know what's happened to Tom, but the thing is, like I said in the last chat, he's posting to Instagram constantly. He posts these pug pictures of pugs. I love pugs. So I see him post, but I haven't seen a video from him in months. But I love Tom Cody. He just hits me right. Let me do a little house cleaning here. Here we go, and we're gonna right there. On the RMS Queen Mary? No, I have not. Is that like it sounds like a ship, but is it in Canada? I want to say Canada. Okay, so anyway, Tom Cody I would put on the Mount Rushmore. Just troll. Just somebody I need to take care of. Okay, we're moving on because we're not concentrating on that kind of crap. Anyway, I want to show you this video, and I'm just going to show it. Artie wants to know, would Joey make it on Mount Rushmore? Probably. The guy's pretty doggone entertaining, and he's a nice guy. So, yeah, probably. Anyway, so I'm going to show you this video, sight unseen. I don't want to tell you anything about it. Mofo Jones, how you doing, my friend? Don't want to tell you anything about it. Just watch it, and then I want your opinion afterwards, and I'll give you mine. You'll probably be able to detect my opinion. So let me go ahead and put my mouse over here. I'm still getting used to two monitors. It's really weird to scan across two monitors. Monster, do you mean Ian? I-A-N? Yeah, I like Ian. Yeah, him and I are kind of good buddies. And Albert says, I think I may have diabetes. That really sucks. If you're being legit, that really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hank Hill. How you doing, man? Okay, so anyway, let's watch this video. I'm trying to remember what scene I put it on. I think 5. No, where'd I put that?
Well, let it snow, kind of a common saying for any child hoping for a snow day and a chance to stay home, right?
My kids are at the point they just want a delay, because that doesn't happen very often. But a proposed bill might not let kids off the hook easy at all. If the weather is too bad, students could attend class by going online without having to leave home. Fox 9's Iris Perez is at the Capitol. Iris, one school at least is already doing this.
That's right. One private school in St. Louis Park began implementing online school days in 2014. And while students admit there are downsides, they say the measure helps them with time management and responsibilities at home.
The sounds of snow days may no longer bear as much joy.
There we go.
Now that lawmakers discuss a bill in the House that would replace up to 5 snow days with e-learning days.
They actually have prepared ahead of time a set of lesson plans for each of the kids in their various grades.
Representative Steve Draskowski is the author of the bill. In his district, schools recognize wild days or weather-induced learning days.
They utilize the internet.
Firstly, we'll see what themes people are going to pick.
At Benilde St. Margaret's private school in St. Louis Park,
No more snow days at BSM.
a similar measure is in place.
We just couldn't afford to be out of school that many days in a row.
Here, they're called online school days.
There's really no reason why we shouldn't be doing online school. It's been successful here.
To some Benilde students, the thrill of watching Dr. Sue Skinner's tweets for an online school day alert
It's kind of awesome, yeah.
is just as exciting as waiting for news about a traditional snow day.
Since I'm too young to drive, I feel like that's an advantage for my mom too, because she doesn't really like driving in the snow.
But they do warn of cons.
And sometimes it can be more difficult because you can't always ask your teacher a question because they're not right there. You can email them, but that can take time.
Even if the bill does make it to the governor's desk like it's expected to in the next 3 weeks, it'll be up to each individual school to decide if e-learning days are best for them. Reporting live in the State Capitol newsroom, I'm Iris Perez. Kelsey?
Oh, there we go. Somehow I had grabbed a scene and shoved it down there, and I thought all my stuff was gone. First of all, Cody asked what I use to flip back and forth. I broadcast with XSplit Broadcaster, which is great. Anyway, my opinion on this is it sucks. I feel bad for these kids, and they've obviously been programmed to think this is a great thing. But when I was a kid, one of the best things that I remember is waking up really early in the morning on a snow day that I knew had snowed the night before, and flipping on the radio and listening to the news to see if my school was closed. That was cool to me because it's just like snow day, no school. And now these kids have to work. Even though it's at home, they got to work. Chevy, thank you. Thank you, man. You're awesome. They have to work. And it just seems unfair because that was just a big thrill for me and all my friends when we were young. Really sucks. Albert says, I hate snow. I hate driving in snow. I mean, now that I'm an adult, I don't care for it as much. I love watching it. And as long as I don't have to go out in it, I love it. But if I've got to go anywhere, then it really sucks. It really sucks. Trying to catch up. Monster asked, do I like Beavis and Butthead? Really wasn't that big a fan. They were funny, and I love what Matt Judge did. He did the movie Office Space. If you've ever seen Office Space, he did that movie, and it is one of my favorites. If you've never seen Office Space, see Office Space, because if you are somebody who is old enough to be in the corporate world, you're going to appreciate this funny movie. Did you watch Captain Kangaroo growing up? Super Monkey asked. Yes, I did. Wasn't an avid watcher of Captain Kangaroo, but yes, I did. Kichi says we used to go ballistic if there was 4 feet of snow and no cancellations. Snow was fun when you were a kid. Yeah, I can't imagine what Colorado would be like. I've been in North Dakota, I've been in South Dakota, I've been in Wyoming, and the snow is great over there. It's just amazing. Chevy says it's been a mild winter here in New York. Mike Judge, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Mike Judge. I knew that didn't sound right, but I knew Judge, but anyway. This live chat needs more flair. Woo! How's that for more flair? Little Ric Flair for you there. Monster Mash watches Adam 12. That's a good show. I like that. I grew up watching that with my dad. And Vengeance is still here. I'm glad you're still here. Did you ever skateboard? Yeah. Luke asked, did I ever skateboard? Yeah, me and my friends used to skateboard all the time. We used to live on a cul-de-sac. And we used to get these jumps made up of boards and stuff like that. We used to skateboard all the time. It was fun. Do you watch Gold Rush Alaska? No, I've never heard of that, Chad. Never heard of that. DHP3, do I have a favorite Netflix show? Right now, for the 6th time, I am rewatching The Office. I just can't get enough of that show. I rewatch the whole series through over and over again. It's just funny to come back to. But the new show, and I'm trying to think of the name, A Series of Unfortunate Events with Lemony Snicket and his series of unfortunate events. I like that show. It's fun. I'm sorry, Monster, to hear that. Do you go to your high school reunions? No, I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen anybody make an announcement about any reunion for probably a decade now, I think. Kitchen Nightmares is good. I like the British version better than I like the American. The American one just seems too processed. It seems too produced, too phony, sensationalized, whatever. The British is more of a reality show. So I like Gordon there. Do I watch The Simpsons? I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. Darkin says he's getting into Supernatural right now. I haven't seen it yet. I may have to take a look. What was your first car? Monster asks. My first car was a 1972 Buick Skylark. Big muscle mother car with an 8-track in it. It was a bench seats and glass packs on it. So when you started it up, it went, I mean, it sounded brutal. And I was actually hit by a semi going down the freeway once, and the semi threw me clear across 4 lanes of traffic. There was not a bump or a scratch on my Buick. It was amazing. Just a big muscle mother. Daredevil is a great show. I've heard it is, and I've heard that from a lot of different people. I'll have to give it a shot. I watch Food Network shows. Yes, Seth, I do. I love Chopped. I have not watched Cutthroat Kitchen. I'll have to check that out. Do you watch Game of Thrones? I don't. My favorite show that's a new show, there's only 2 shows that I watch on a regular basis of the new stuff. I watch Shark Tank and I watch Walking Dead. So, Walking Dead is one of my faves. Yeah, it's funny that the things that Gordon puts on that I really like, he doesn't let stick around for very long. And Kitchen Nightmares was one of them. But I do like Master Chef Junior, and that's still going. I enjoy that. I do watch Justin in Fast Food Pit Stops. Yes, Justin is awesome. He's funny, and he's good too. No bumps or scratches from that. Who's your favorite shark on Shark Tank? I like Robert because he's a real nice guy. I just watched Friday's episode just before I started the stream, and it gave some background and some biographical stuff on Robert, which is really cool. He's as neat. His background is as neat as he is. But I like Kevin. Kevin's funny. I know that in real life he's not as nasty as he tries to come across on the show. American Pickers? I've never heard of that, Tom. Hank Hill wants to know if I've used Windows Me. No, I heard too many horrible things about it. I'm on Windows 10 now. But I mean, that was quite a while ago. Okay. We're going to do some house cleaning again. Why? Because people just can't seem to get the message. So we're just going to do that. Bye. He's gone. Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that. Do you have a dog? Well, kind of. It's my grandchild, my son's dog. You can see him in some of the videos, that the Bully Box review that I did. That's my son's dog, and so he's mine. What's your favorite adult beverage? I would have to say strawberry margarita. I love fruity drinks. I love the sweetness. I'm not a drinker, so if it's sweet, I'll like it. Okay, so anyway, the next thing I wanted to talk about as far as foodie news, did you guys hear that Burger King bought Popeyes for like, I wrote it down here. It was $1.8 billion. They bought Popeyes. Favorite pizza topping, pepperoni and onions. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty amazing that Burger King now owns Popeyes. And, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, today is day 2 of National Day of Unplugging. And if you don't know what that is, some people formed this thing where on the 3rd and 4th of March this year, from sunset to sunset, they want people to unplug. Well, obviously that ain't happening here. Once again, homie, don't play that. I think I would like to do that someday when I could more afford to do that. But I mean, my livelihood is online. Sometimes I think I would like to be Amish, just for the fact that it's very simple lifestyle and they just kind of check out from the rest of the busy world. And it's just like, man, I wonder what that would be like, not to have all the hustle and bustle and stress and all the other stuff, and just to live simple. I think that'd be kind of cool. Monster says, for your older gamer channel, you should play GTA 5. Actually, that's one of the games that my son has. I'm on his shared Steam, and I haven't installed it. I may take a look at it and see. We played, what was it? Some kind of zombie car run 'em over game today. It was fun, and I played Overcooked last night. That looks like it's going to be fun, but I need more people to come and join in with me. It's like a up to four player co-op type of thing. Let me get my screen back. Yeah, Burger King owns Popeyes now. Ian. Oh, Ian's here. Hey, buddy. I just noticed you because Hunter screamed your name. I believe Tim Hortons is involved with BK and now Popeyes too. Really? Wait, yeah, I think I read something like that when I was... That springs to mind. But the only thing I really caught was BK buying out Popeyes. And I hope they don't mess with it, except maybe to bring the prices down, because I love Popeyes. Okay, there's something else that... Oh! On March 10th. Now, you know how much I love pop vinyls, Funko Pop vinyls. On March 10th, Funko is releasing all the Powerpuff Girls pop vinyls. They have him, they have Blossom, Buttercup, and oh my goodness, I can't... Who am I forgetting? I can't believe I forgot a name. Bubbles, right. And Mojo Jojo. So they are releasing those on March 10th. And Bubbles, was it Bubbles or Buttercup? I believe it was Buttercup, was actually a limited release that they had only released previously in the stores. And I can't remember which store it was, but they were charging, people were wanting like $70-80 for Bubbles, but they're finally releasing them all now, and they're going to be regular price. So if you like Powerpuff Girls, which I thought was a great show, I didn't like the follow-up, the follow-up program, but the original Powerpuff Girls I did like. I love Mojo Jojo. And I'm glad you're here, Ian, buddy. I see that you're over on VidMe, and I try and watch your videos and one-up them there. Scott says he's going to buy a farm in Vermont and go offline dreaming. There you go. Sounds like a deal. I have used Windows 98, Hank. Yeah. And I can't remember what I thought of it. I think I thought it was a pretty good operating system. I like 7, and 10 seems to be solid too, but 7 seems to be best. Peter Griffin. No, I can't. I can't imitate Peter Griffin. There's only a few people I can do. I just don't. Okay. I think that was the news that I wanted to tell you. Was there anything else? Oh, the other thing was about the Minnesota schools having the no snow days anymore. I forgot about that. Anyway, I'll tell you, let's go ahead and I'll show you what I got from Fred Meyer. Like I said, they're a Kroger store. Let me take these off now. They're a Kroger store, and they, like I said, for all of you, for any of you that weren't in when I talked about this, they do like this freebie Friday. And what they'll do is they'll send out an email saying, okay, this is the free item, and all you do is load it to your card. I don't have a card. I just use the check-in number thing at the register, and you get a free item. So I was thrilled because the free item was Chips Ahoy Thins, and I got the oatmeal ones. I love oatmeal cookies. So I thought these would be fun. I've never tried the Thins from Chips Ahoy. Remember I did the review on the Oreo Thins, and they kind of actually grew on me after the initial review I did. I didn't really care that much for them, but they kind of grew on me after a while because they are a lot lighter. I just don't think they put them in a big enough package to compensate for the price. I think that's kind of dopey. Yeah, free. This package is $2.79 regularly. So regularly, yeah, one of that. Claude Arcade Games says the cinnamon version of Thins is pretty good as well. Do they have cinnamon for the Chips Ahoys? I don't remember seeing those. I might have gotten those if I had seen them. Maybe they just didn't have them. No, Artie, they weren't free because I'm famous. They're free because I have the stupid Kroger Fred Meyer card. Yes, you did, Ian. You missed my last stream, and I was brokenhearted for a week. I actually needed therapy, but I'm over it now. Okay, so anyway, let's try these out. It's a lift pack, so you just pull it open. Little fancy things so they seal right back up. And these are actually a lot thinner, just like they say, than regular Chips Ahoy cookies. They remind me of the homemade ones that you make, and they just don't puff up or something like that. But You can see that they are an oatmeal looking cookie with chips in them. Luke, you didn't say anything icky, did you? Don't be an anti-Semite, but we're not going to go there. Okay, anyway. Okay, so Chips Ahoy thins the oatmeal. Let's give it a shot. They're pretty good in flavor. Don't really like the texture. It's like you took them out of the oven like maybe 5 minutes too late. You know, it's just real crunchy. And I like softer cookies. I haven't had Chips Ahoy in a long time. Any kind of Chips Ahoy. So maybe this is how they all are. If they are, I don't really care that much for the texture of them because it just seems like they're overdone. But the flavor's nice. And the chips are good. The oatmeal's good. But it does kind of even have an overdone type flavor to it. And I don't know if that's just going off inside my head because they have that texture. So, I think there's a lot better that you could get if you're into oatmeal, if you're into chocolate chip cookies. I would give these a meh. I wouldn't get them. I wouldn't buy these over any other oatmeal cookie. I know I could buy a lot better. Chips Ahoy Thins versus Popeye Waffle Tenders. Well, that's kind of apples and oranges. I would say the Popeye's Waffle Tenders. Those things were freaking awesome. I really like those. Ian, are you still here? Did you like the waffle tenders? I can't remember your review of those. Did you do a review of the waffle tenders? Okay, you're still here. Waffle tenders. Did you do a review of the waffle tenders? Speak. My favorite chips are jalapeno kettle cooked. That sounds pretty good. Are they too hot? I don't like that hot stuff, but I mean, a little bit of a bite would be good. Hi, Patty. I just noticed you were here. Yeah, this is a great shirt. I love it. I didn't care that much for the sauce. I'm not a real sauce guy because a lot of times the sauce, especially if I find something that I really like, I feel the sauce kind of hides the flavor and takes away the flavor for me. So I'm just not much of a sauce guy at all. And if I remember right, I think the sauce was just kind of like more of a honey than anything else. It was a strange color for what it was supposed to be. But it was just more of a honey thing. And it hit the flavor. I would rather just have the waffle tenders plain. Not too much flavor on the batter, at least from the waffle aspect. It took me a few minutes before it actually sunk in. It wasn't an immediate waffle type, breakfast type flavor like that, waffle chicken type flavor. But once it sunk in, I'm going, oh, I get this. I get this. Yeah, okay. I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, kettle cooked chips are one of my favorites. I really like kettle cooked chips. Can I do a computer video? What do you mean, a computer video? Okay, here's my computer. Here's my video. How do you like that? How do you like them apples, I tell ya? Ian K versus Santa Claus. Oh, in a fight? I don't know. Santa's got that big friggin' sack full of presents. I think he could knock Ian out with that. KFC Nashville or Gold? I I would say, I haven't tried the gold yet, but I would say gold over Nashville, because the Nashville was just too freaking hot for me. So it's gotta be gold. Hi Beth, how are you? Good to see you. Claw says, can you tell what kind of camera software you use for filming and editing? I use a Panasonic 3D camera that I got many years ago when I was doing VidBlogger Nation. Let's see, I'll show you now that I'm on my webcam. This is the camera that you see when I film the videos. This is the camera that I use to film the reviews with. And it opens up here, and then you've got the viewfinder, and it's a 3D camera, but they wanted like $300 for the 3D attachment. And way back then, 3D really wasn't a big thing, and it really didn't seem to make much of a difference, so I couldn't see spending the price for it. The microphone's on top here. This is a zoom mic, so if you zoom in, if you have it on by default in the settings, and you zoom in, the microphone will also zoom in, and I think I have it set that way. It's got the battery on the back and a little holder on there. But yeah, that's the camera I use, the Panasonic, and it is a I need my old nerd guy goggles here. It's getting kind of dark. My lighting sucks. It's a HTC SD 800. There you go. Editing software I use is Sony Movie Studio 12. And I've used Sony Movie Studio for many, many years, and I just like it. It's easy to use, it's not too complicated, and it does everything that I need it to do. Yeah, it is a pretty beefy camera. When I first got it, and I think it's still going for this on Amazon, it was like $800. It does a lot. It's really a nice camera. And like I said, I got it specifically because I was doing VidBlogger Nation, which was on Comcast. So I needed a really good, high quality camera. I used my Flip for the first season. That wasn't all that great. So the second season, third season, I got that. Claw, I did not go over to version 13 and 14 of Movie Studio just because they changed the GUI, they changed the interface, and I like to feel comfortable in what I'm doing. And if you change the interface to where I've got to relearn the software, it's not a good thing for me. And like I said, 12 was doing great. I'm used to it. It does everything that I need it to be, so that's what I stuck with. Vengeance says, Cajun food is my favorite. Pretty good stuff. There's actually a really nice Cajun restaurant that I had my very first taste of alligator at down here in Portland. Wonderful. Good stuff. Rye asks me to go out and do the Little Caesar Smokehouse Pizza. I've seen a lot of people do it. I'll have to check to see if it's at my store, because I think this is a franchise. I don't think it's a corporate store, and sometimes they don't always do the same thing. Hunter says I'm bald. I'm sorry. I'm 53 and I still have a full head of hair, so yeah, alligator is really good when it's done. I've also had shark, and I don't think it was done right because it was very tough and chewy, and I'm pretty sure that's not the way it's supposed to be. Watching you on two screens right now. One is behind the other. It's hilarious. I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about there, Scott. Hunter, you're only 18. You're a pup. So, I don't recommend these things. You could probably get better from Archway. Just about any other cookie would give you a better. But I mean, it just like anything else, just like anything you review, it's going to be a matter of taste. You know, all I do is eat stuff and tell you my opinion. That's it. And my opinion is I don't like hard cookies. I like softer, fluffier, you know, denser cookies, I guess. I had an amazing echo watching you. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. Albert, I'm not going to adopt you. My son is 28. I had one son. I love him to death, but I sure do like the empty nest thing. Love you to death, kid, but I love you from afar. Except when you come visit. I miss him. He lives right down the street from him, and I'm always contacting him on the Hangouts. He's always working and saying, Isaac, come over. Come over and visit your dad. Come over and play games. Come over and do this. I miss him. It's funny because when you're a parent and they're there all the time, it's kind of like, wow, I wish I had some time to myself. But then when they move out, you kind of have that for a little bit, and then you get to the point where you go, wow, I really miss them. I want them back. I want them to come back. Yes, Vengeance. Fresh out of the oven cookies. I do. Patty, I'm not sure if I got this out of Loot Crate or Geek Fuel. It was one or the other. I know it wasn't a one-up box. You saw the Batman shirt, right? The last one-up unboxing I did. That was a really good shirt, and it broke away from their regular theme of 2 or 3 people on the shirt doing something or looking at something. So I appreciated that shirt, and I hope they start doing more of that and upping their game with one-up box. I think they could afford to up their game a little bit. Whenever somebody asks me what box they should get, I always say Geek Fuel first, Loot Crate next. Kyle says he's just joining. Don't be sorry, man. If you want to watch what you missed, just catch the replay afterwards. But I appreciate that you're here. I mean, you could have been doing something else on a Saturday evening. Favorite Police Academy sequel? Didn't really care that much for any of them. I'm somebody who likes... It really depends on my mood. I could sit there and watch something totally silly. Like, I love Dumb and Dumber and I love Zoolander. Funny, stupid, mindless movies. But sometimes movies just don't do it for me. Stuff like Porky's, stuff like Police Academy really didn't do it for me. So I don't know. Just me, I guess. Nipawa, is that how you pronounce it, Brendan? Manitoba, Canada is getting a new Boston pizza. We don't have those down here. At least not where I live. Maybe in another part of the nation, but not around here. I don't know what. I've never heard of that. Batman the Dark Knight 2008. It's just a silhouette of Batman on top of the Joker's head. If you haven't seen it, take a look at the... Well, I'll show you. Hold on. I think I've got it in the dirty clothes here. Yeah. I wore it, and I need to wash it, but I'll show you what it looks like if you haven't seen it. It's a cool shirt. I like it. Let me get it so you can see it here. Okay, there you go. Can you see that? Batman's standing on top of Joker's head, and Joker's laughing. So, yeah, that's what it is. Pretty cool. I like it. Brendan says it's a very small town of over 2,000 people. I used to, for a while, I spent a year in Sundance, Wyoming. Now, talk about small. That was like, gosh, I think it was like 500 people or something like that. And I always described it as that is a city that you drive through on your way to someplace else. You know, they like have this little gas station and a little store. That's about it. And so it's always driving through on your way to someplace else. Do you like Caddyshack? Caddyshack. I've never heard of Caddyshack. Can you get that in like strawberry and Oreo and stuff? Yeah, I like Caddyshack. That was a funny movie. I did like it. Vengeance says his town has 149 people. Seriously, wow. That is very small. I like small towns for the most part. It really depends. Once again, it really depends on my mood. If I'm wanting to get away, I love small towns because they're not busy. But the thing is that if I don't have access to a store or a restaurant or anything within just, like a mile of me at the very most, I would go nuts. I don't think I could live in a small town. I like visiting small towns. I don't know, maybe as I get older, I could do the small town thing. I think I probably could. I think I could now. I don't know. Something to ponder, something to go, I wonder. And Hiroshi lives in a small town. Have you ever heard of Road Geek on YouTube? Hank wants to know. No. Who is he? Who are they? What do they do? How big is Vancouver, Washington? Joseph says. I don't know the population. Let me look real quick what the population of Vancouver, Washington is. I mean, there's an old Vancouver and a new Vancouver. I live in a new Vancouver. The population of Vancouver, according to, is this Wikipedia? I'm not sure. It just came up on the site, is 167,405, and that's according to a 2013 census. So, 167,000. Almost 167 and a half. So, now you know. And now you sit, because now you know. Kyle says, how was your week, Tony? Mine's been going pretty good. Just had to work a double today. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. That's rough. Yeah, week's been going good. I've got the set behind me, which I'll be revealing. You'll see it in Tuesday's video, not tomorrow's, but Tuesday's. Rumple asks about a Texas Roadhouse. There is a Texas Roadhouse, but it's not close. And I think that's a barbecue place, right? But there is a Texas Roadhouse, but it's like, I think it's like 30 miles away, somewhere around there. Let's see. I live in a small town with 2 pizza places. We have a few pizza places around here. Vengeance, have you heard of the YouTube Cutlery Lover? No. I'll look him up. Like I was telling you on the gaming stream today, you guys got to check out Ross Creations. If you've never seen Ross Creations here on YouTube, you got to check this guy out. He has been in so much trouble with the law because the guy has no filter. Absolutely zero filter when it comes to doing his pranks and his videos. The guy does crazy stuff, just insane stuff. One of the things that he does, I'll tell you, is he does parkour. I mean, he's a really athletic kid, but he does parkour through traffic. He'll jump over moving cars in traffic. I watched him once jump through somebody's window, open window, as they were parked at a red light. He jumped through their passenger side window and out the the driver's window. It was crazy. The guy's insane, but he's funny as hell. So that's Ross Creations. Do you fish? No, Luke, I don't. My brother-in-law does. He lives down in Eugene, and he's a big bass fisherman. He likes doing that. Who do you think should take over for Wolverine now that Hugh Jackman is done? I haven't seen the new Wolverine movie. I hear it's pretty hardcore compared to the regular X-Men movies. I mean, it's R-rated, but I don't know. I really didn't get that much into the X-Men movies. I saw the first two, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Ian. Rexify. I do live by the YMCA. Yeah, Joey. Get Joey to play Wolverine. Get Joey to play Logan. Todd. Hi. I live in a small town here that has 775 people, that has one gas station, a restaurant that's open 24 hours. Sounds like Sundance. I mean, it sounds real close to the way Sundance was. Pretty quiet little town, just one cop and one... You live in Mayberry, dude! You didn't tell me you live in Mayberry? That's awesome. I would love to live in Mayberry. If I was given that option, if it was a real place, I would live in Mayberry. Do you have Patreon? I do have Patreon. Yes, Old Nerd Reviews on Patreon. Do you golf? Chadwick wants to know. No, I don't. I mini golf, but I don't do regular golf. Who is your favorite superhero? Batman. Batman has been my favorite superhero since I was a kid. The 1966 Batman. Adam West, Burt Ward. Absolutely the best Batman there is. Campy as crap and still my favorite. I need to get the DVDs, but they're still really expensive. I mean, they want buku bucks. They want like... I think they're still charging wanting $35 for a season of Batman. Just a season. It's crazy. Batman. And I was into Spider-Man too when I collected comic books when I was young. I used to be a big comic book collector when they were like a quarter and stuff. And I was big time into Spider-Man. Now, I'll tell you two comic book heroes that I like that are kind of... one of them's getting a little more notoriety is Black Panther. I liked Black Panther in the comics, and I like Deathlock. And I know he is a character, even though I've never seen the series, he is a character on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's not the Deathlock I know. The Deathlock I know looks more... like he's been torn up and reconstructed into an android. But the old comic book Deathlock and the old comic book Black Panther, I like those guys. Captain America. I was never really much into Captain America, Eric. Yes, Adam West was awesome. There is only one Batman. See, Adam West can walk into a room and he doesn't have to say, I'm Batman. He just doesn't. You know he's Batman. And the other guy, there is only one captain of Star Trek, and that is Mr. William Shatner himself. Bill Shatner is so hilarious because he parodies himself. He's just funnier than crap. If you've never seen the old 70s award show where he did Rocket Man on there, you have got to watch it because he pulls it off as totally serious, but he's pulling our leg the entire time. He is trolling us. That's the best description of William Shatner, is he is the best troll there is. He trolls people, and you think that he's serious and you think he just sucks, but he knows what he's doing. He's hilarious. Becky Well, it doesn't surprise me that you have the Wonder Woman collection. So the old one, the one in the 70s with Linda Carter, that's awesome. I know you're a Wonder Woman fan. Heath Ledger was the best Joker. He was really good. He was scary. I mean, you know, like I said, it's apples and oranges comparing Ledger to like Cesar Romero as the 1966 Joker. As Cesar Romero, if you've never looked really close, Cesar Romero was so attached to his mustache. When they applied the makeup, he refused to shave his mustache, so you can actually see his mustache under his makeup. Yes, Rye, I like Jean-Luc too, but like I said, Captain Kirk, man, that's where it's at. And I tried to get into The Next Generation. I've tried to get into it a couple different times, and it's never really got a hold of me the way the original series did. Mark Hamill for Batman cartoons. Yeah, as the Joker, the voice of the Joker, definitely. Albert wants to know, do I gamble? No. I went to Reno once. My wife has parents, or had parents, who lived in Reno and who owned a casino and a hotel attached to it. And I really got into it, but it's just because they were feeding me nickels. I would never do it with my own money because I just don't have that kind of money to throw away. Before I go, I like Volkswagens. Well, that's cool. No, there's nothing wrong with that, Luke. My brother-in-law, my other brother-in-law, I have I have 4 brother-in-laws. My other brother-in-law, who lives in Salem, is a big fan of old-time Volkswagen wagons, you know, the old school wagon ones. He loves those things. Nothing wrong with that. That's cool. Linda Carter all the way. I'll tell you that. Linda Carter all the way, baby. Woo! What a hottie. Things people talk about. Well, welcome to the internet, Patty. Well, thank you, Luke. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And I will see you next Saturday. Kyle says, do you have other live stream on Tuesday? No, I'm only doing it on Saturday right now. I may up that. I don't know yet. But I do stream on my gaming channel, and there's no real schedule that I have going for that. It's just when I feel like it right now. Beam me up, Scotty. Albert wants to know if I ever go to a disco. That was back in the 70s, man. I was too young then. Like I said, I was born in 63, so I wasn't old enough to go to any discos. They had a disco, a very famous one here in Portland called Earthquake Ethel's. And that was a very famous disco there. I love disco music. Ian says, did you ever catch Linda Carter when she guest starred on 2 and 2.5 Men? No, I never watched the show, but knowing that, I'll have to go back and I'll have to find that episode and look at it. She is still a good-looking woman for her age. Used to watch her on Battle of the Network Stars. Remember those? If you're old enough, do you remember Battle of the Network Stars on ABC when they had the 3 networks come together and they did like these all kinds of athletic things? Wow. Linda Carter in a one-piece. Can you impersonate Joey? No, I can't. Well, I can go, woo, 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 woo. How's that? Did you ever drink Tang? Hiroshi wants to know. Yes, I did. I drank Tang. Wasn't a real fan of it, but it was okay. Not bad. Joseph says, who was your favorite music from the 70s and 80s? Oh, dude, you're spanning 2 decades there. I love the Eagles. I love Styx. REO Speedwagon. David Bowie. That's just some 70s. There's too much. There's just too much to go into. As far as 80s, I like Duran Duran. I like bands that have a real 80s sound to them. I like Cyndi Lauper. I still like what Cindy's doing now. She's just very talented. Let's see. Thompson Twins. Let's see who else. The Vapors. The song Turning Japanese. If you're familiar with Turning Japanese, that was done by the Vapors, and their whole collection of music is really good. I like the stuff. I liked Rick Springfield. Good stuff, good pop stuff back in the late 70s and 80s. David says you can buy the whole Batman series for $65. Seriously, it's gone that low now? That must be recent. So the 1966 Batman series I could get for $65 now. That's a lot better than it was. I think they were charging upwards of like $120, $125 for it. It's crazy. Kyle, I'm not an Apple fan. I'm not. I think that they charge way too much for their stuff. Their stuff is good, but I think they are sucked into their own hype, and a lot of other people are too. I mean, they'll get an iPhone, and then Apple will release an upgraded version like 2 months later, and everybody's got to buy it even though they just spent $1,000 on a phone. It's just crazy. Oh, and ELO, Eric, yes, ELO was awesome. I love ELO. There are a few bands that can do no wrong. Queen too. Queen was awesome, and I'm talking old school Queen. I feel that if a band loses its main singer, that is really the sound of the band, they should just start calling themselves something else or just quit. Like Styx, when it lost Dennis DeYoung, Styx was over. Styx was done. Let's see who else. And when Freddie Mercury died, it was an unfortunate thing, but you just can't replace some people. And Queen has never been the same. And I don't listen to Queen anymore. It's got to be Freddie stuff. Who else? Now, when David Lee Roth left Van Halen, that was a big loss. I love David Lee Van Halen. Sammy Hagar was pretty cool. And then from there, I don't even know. They should, Joseph, I agree with you. They should make an Old Nerd Reviews Funko Pop. So go to Funko's website and request an Old Nerd Reviews Funko Pop. See if we can make that happen. Vengeance, I've never heard of that band. It must be a new one. Def Leppard is a good band. I actually saw Def Leppard in concert like probably 5 years ago. Just can't hit the high notes anymore. You use your voice so much, and on top of that, abuse it like they did for a while, and it's just wasted. Just can't hit those high notes. Yes, I like the Beatles, Joseph. I do like the Beatles. Rolling Stones. I like a lot of Rolling Stones. My favorite album, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Gosh, what was the name of it? I don't remember off the top of my head. It was something out of the 70s. And I can't remember the name of the album. It had the song Some Girls on there. I think Beast of Burden was off of that album too, I believe. Okay, Goth Rock. That's why I didn't know that. Let's see. Rolling Stones versus Popeye Waffle Tenders. Waffle Tenders. I can't believe the Stones are still around. That's incredible. Those guys have been going for since the 60s. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hi, Amber. Thanks for being here. What movies am I looking forward to seeing? Trying to think. I want to see Skull Island. Is that what they call it? The new King Kong movie? Is that the name? Skull Island? Looking forward to that when it comes out. I can't think of anything else right off the top of my head that I'm looking forward to. Hi, Albert. Ozzy. Patty, a little bit of Ozzy. Bark at the Moon was a good album. Really wasn't into Black Sabbath or Ozzy that much. My favorite band was Kiss. Still is with Ace Frehley and Peter Criss. Not so much the others. I did like Lick It Up because that was the album that introduced Vinnie Vincent and Eric Carr. And I like them both. They did a good job. Every other rendition of Kiss I really didn't care that much for. Yes, Wonder Woman is going to be coming out, isn't it? I forgot about that. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Hopefully they'll do it justice. I have not seen the movie Sleepless with Jamie Foxx. No, Kyle, I don't even know what that is. I'll look at a trailer after I get off here. Do you like the Bee Gees? Yeah, very much. Busy Time. I do like the Bee Gees. And Culture Club, Hank. Yes, I like Culture Club too. I mean, that's Bee Gees is just somebody you think about when you think of 70s music, and Culture Club is just somebody you think about when you think of 80s music. So yeah. And I've got their greatest hits. I'm trying to see if I can see it from here. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. And I spotted somebody else. I love Heart too, but yeah, there you go. Culture Club's best. Boy George and Culture Club. So it has some Boy George single stuff on it too. And Foreigner, yes. Thanks guys for bringing these bands up. Love Foreigner. Awesome band. Man, I was a fan. Just about anything they did was awesome. I don't think I can do the Joey's I'm Back vengeance. I just don't think I can swing that. I'm back. I can't get that high. I don't know if he grabs his gonads or something. He does that. I can't do that. Have I seen Kiss live? Yes, I did at one time. I'll tell you what, I was supposed to see Kiss in the late 70s. And it was going to be a great show at the Memorial Coliseum in Portland. And because the fire marshal would not allow Gene to spit his fire, Kiss said, well, if we can't have our pyrotechnics show, we just aren't doing it. And they canceled their concert. But I had a friend who worked at a radio station in Portland called KGON. And he worked there doing graveyard shifts for a while as a DJ. And he would throw tickets my way. So in the mid-80s, early 80s, mid-80s, I believe it was, I got a chance to see Kiss. And this was after they took off their makeup. So yeah, I got another chance to see them. And they were good. The Monkees. It's funny, Brendan. I was just watching an episode of The Monkees today on, was it Antenna TV? It was either Antenna TV or Me TV. I think it was on Antenna TV. But yeah, I was watching an episode of The Monkees. And they are a fun band. Actually, Kyle, I am just about to get off. I've gone over my usual hour. Yes, Hank, I have heard of Ken Domick. Yes. Actually, Ken was one of the first reviewers that I saw after I decided to get into this, because I've told this story before, because I wanted to see if anybody else was doing this food review stuff, and I found Ken. And he thought so much like I did. It was funny. And I've said this before, a lot of us think the same. And if Ian's still here, he can kind of agree with this more than likely. Back this up, that a lot of us think the same ways. So it's really funny, because a lot of times somebody will do something that I'm thinking of doing, and it's just like I've got to start looking around my apartment to see if it's bugged or something, because I'm going, what the heck? You got to it before I did. And these aren't normal things that are coming out. These are things that are just kind of off the wall. And I'm going, this is crazy. So sometimes I really reconsider when I start putting hints out on social media, because I think that some of these guys may see it and then take my idea. And I like to be original in a lot of the stuff I do. It doesn't always happen, but we think a lot alike. It's really weird. Thank you, Phil. I actually get my haircut at a place out here in Vancouver, just a couple miles away. It's a place called, I'll give him a little shout out. It's a place called Pro Cuts. And a guy by the name of Jerry, and he's a replant. He actually started cutting hair down in LA, and he came up here, and he's been cutting hair for a good long time. I just discovered him recently, and he does a fabulous job. And men's haircuts are $6, and it's crazy. He is so fast, but does such a good job. And I don't do my hair justice the way the hairdressers do, just for the simple fact that I don't use gel in my hair. I'm a just natural type of guy. But Jerry Pro Cuts on what is it, St. John's, off of St. John's Avenue in Vancouver. Tell him Old Nerd Reviews. Tell him Tony sent you. The guy is awesome. $6 for a haircut. If Donald Trump came to Vancouver, which restaurants would you tell him were the best to eat in? Why would it have to be Donald Trump? Paul? I tell him to go to Popeyes, I guess. Red Robin. I haven't been to a Sizzler in a long time, but I don't know. I don't know if I've heard good things about them lately, but I used to like them. Yeah, Popeyes, Red Robin. That would do it. Yeah, Eric, and I get it. I have a package right now. I had to get a package in order to get a lower internet rate. So I had to combine my TV, which I rarely watch. I usually, I'm through Xfinity, and I usually listen to Music Choice. But that's usually all the TV I'll watch besides MeTV and Antenna TV. But if I didn't have the Xfinity package, I can get MeTV and Antenna TV with the Clear TV antenna that I did the review on. I plugged that thing in. It brought in the towers, which simulcast those two stations that are like 30 miles away. Brought it in crystal clear in HD. How do you feel about troll comments? I don't allow it, Phil. I don't like troll comments. I feel that trolls are people who don't have anything better to do than to be nice. And if you wouldn't say it to somebody's face, you shouldn't be saying it, period. And it goes back to the old adage when you're growing up that everybody's mother said, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that's what I live by. And I don't allow it on my channel. And the reason is I want this channel to feel like a place that is welcome to everybody. And when people start seeing trolls and bad language and stuff like that, they don't feel like they are at a comfortable place. Plus, if you allowing trolls on your channel, it just attracts more trolls. So I don't do it. I'm sure they do. And you know, if he wants to allow it, I feel bad for Joey too. But Joey doesn't seem to mind it. He just lets it roll off his back, which is really what you got to do when you have a YouTube channel. Just got to let comments roll off your back. But Joey allows it on his channel, and it just some of the most vile stuff I've seen. And I don't allow that stuff here. I just don't. And I'm surprised Ken allows it on his. Having somebody's comment just for the sake of being a comment isn't worth it to me. If it's something vile, if it's something nasty, if it's something attacking me or attacking somebody else, especially attacking someone else. You guys are part of the Crony community, and I want people to respect you. It's just the way I am. Anyway, guys, my throat is starting to hurt. That's why I'm drinking more water. It's starting to get a little gruff. I think I'm going to head on over to 7-Eleven for my blueberry coffee. Or I may go dark roast like I did this morning. Maybe like a Brazilian or 100% Colombian, something like that. Anyway, I've got a review coming out tomorrow at 9. And then I've got something already in the bag, like I said, on Tuesday, and that is the first time I'm using the set behind me. What's the weather there like? You mean here? It's kind of rainy. It's been kind of rainy today. It's cold, but it's cold for me. You know, I'm on the West Coast, so cold for me is like 40, 45. That's cold for me. All right. Yeah, I do have more dollar store reviews coming up. I just got to find some more stuff. I'm kind of running out of stuff on out of the frozen section, but I just need to look a little bit deeper. Some of the stuff that I pulled out has been real easy. I have got something in the freezer. I have to make sure that it's still good because I've had it in there for a while, and I don't want to try it if anything is bad, because that would be a fair review. All right, so I'm going to check out. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Try and relax tomorrow before Monday. If any of you got to start work on Monday again, I'm sorry. And just trying to look here. All right. All right, you guys, like I said, thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate you very, very much. I'll see you next Saturday, another live chat, and I think these are going to go 5 p.m. Pacific time every Saturday, because that allows the people on the East Coast not to have to stay up so late. My voice is going. All right, you guys have a good one. Good night, Becky. Good night, Vengeance. Good night, Phil. Good night, Eric. Good night, Patty. Good night, Brandon, Kyle, Paul, Phil, everybody, even you, Hank, with all your Windows questions. All right, I will see you guys later. I've got to pull my mouse over from the other screen. All right, take care. Bye, guys.